Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Simon Cromer, and today we're going to be buffing, polishing, and waxing this 23-foot Stingray right here. So guys, you're going to want to stay tuned. Now, a lot of people are going to look at this and they're going to say that we don't need to buff this. We just want to polish, right? We don't really need to buff it, but that's where I'm going to show you guys why we want to buff this today. You're going to see a little bit of whiteness coming back. We're just starting to get oxidation, so we're getting really close to that point where we'd actually consider sanding as well. So I'm going to show you exactly what to look for. Let's go. Alright guys, so as we get started with the buffing, it's really going to come down to our pressure. So since we've got a lot of oxidation, we really got to get our good pressure to cut out that oxidation. So pressure as in like pounds on the machine, how much pressure we're applying to the surface, and then our amount of product is going to be really important to you guys. So let's check it out. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. We're going to get started right here with this section. So we got level R right here. Want to apply about a 2x2 foot section. You're now ready to buff. So got our white wool pad. This is going to give us the best cut. We're going to start off at 600 RPMs, and then we're going to increase to 1200 as we get this thing finished out. So guys, really amount of pressure is super important. Make sure we're tilting the pad, get pressure in one area of the surface, run really slow. This is going to be the best bet. So what I always like to do, I like to start in the middle, really start in one side, one section, really center it in, get that part fixed up, and then you're going to want to work around. So work that compound slowly in, starting in the middle, working out. As we really work that in, now we can actually increase the speed up to 1200. We're going to finish it out. Now we are going to start polishing. So we've got the Flex 3401 VRG FA polisher. We've got the purple foam roll pad. And where this pad comes in perfectly is when we've got a surface that we just buffed. It's not perfect. We had a little bit of oxidation in the surface. We buffed it out. Now this is going to be the perfect pad because we got to go wool based when we're trying to get that extra shine. So we're not really worried about scratches here. We're worried about getting that oxidation all the way out, really restoring that shine. That's where a yellow wool pad or a purple foam wool pad is going to come in perfectly. So we are going to want to run this a little faster, so around 5 to 6. We really want to get that heat. We really want to work in that product, bring that shine back into the surface, and that's how we're going to do it. Right now we got Stark Elevate as our polish, and let's get to it. A little bit of Elevate on our applicator. We're just going to keep it nice and thin, just as if we were applying a wax to a surface. And then we're gonna start around 3 to 4. We're gonna work up to 5 to 6. Let's go. Once we run a few passes, we get it worked in initially, we run it faster, really break it down, get it into that polish, then we're gonna wipe it off. So a quick wipe and then we're gonna be all set, we're gonna move on. We need to see how nicely it's really leaving a nice shine. So I'm gonna show you guys here in a second. We'll probably finish this part up, do a couple more. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what this is looking like because we're getting a deeper shine here than what we got from when we buffed. So we're gonna be taking out swirls, of course, from level R, shining up that surface, getting it to the point where we can put our polymer sealant onto the surface. It is very important that while you're using this pad, you keep it clean because this pad works amazing when it's clean, and when it's dirty, not so much. So the key here is making sure you're not applying too much polish on the surface. Guys, this should be super easy to take on, take off. You're not trying to do anything extravagant here. So put that polish on your boat like you're putting a wax on. It should be really easy to polish off. And as long as you're doing that, this should just be a simple brush off and your pad should be good to go. It should not be getting caked up. Otherwise, that is a problem. So that goes into when would you use the yellow medium wool pad, because I know guys sometimes we talk about that pad. That pad is good when you're working with a boat that you're trying to buff that has a lot of oxidation, right? You've decided you're not going to sand that boat down. That is when you'd want to go with the white wool, the yellow wool, and then follow up even later with something like this or a foam pad. So that pad is going to leave swirl marks. So that's why we don't really want to finish with the yellow wool. It kind of adds another step into the process. So that's why this hybrid pad right here, the purple foamed wool, is gonna save us time, gonna save us a step, and it's gonna get us a surface that we can actually put a primer sealant on, a ceramic coating. So really a cool pad here that we can run with our DA, we can run with our flex, we can run with our rotary buffer. It's all gonna do the same stuff, and it's gonna get us that extra shine and gloss that we're looking for before our protection. After we finish polishing, I believe the best step after that is going to be to wash down the boat. So when we get Dawn dish soap, that's going to strip off all the oils. I think it's more effective than doing an alcohol prep. If you have the option to wash it, that should be the way to go. Now, what we got here is we got the Ray Company wash mitt, and we just got some Dawn, and we're going to wash. So this is gonna like prime the pad up. So like, you know, we've got a new pad, so we gotta kind of get some product in there to add a little more than I normally would right now. Alright, so yeah, so that's priming the pad. And then, you know, all we wanna do is we're gonna run the section, but instead of like wiping it off like if we're polishing, we're just gonna keep it on. So we're gonna actually like put the product on the whole boat, you know, without wiping it off. So what that's gonna do is it's gonna, you know, us doing it with the pad is gonna save us product. So if we were gonna do it by hand, we'd waste a lot more product. This is gonna keep it nice and thin, it's gonna be easy to wipe off. And that's all we need for a good bond. So just gonna go like this, run this at for. This is the final product of this boat. If you guys can please subscribe to this channel, also hit that like button, but also hit the notification bell to get notified of our next upload. We have a giveaway that's happening at 1%detail.com through April 30th. All you need to do is enter your name, your email, and your phone number to get entered. That is all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed.